Good tips right there, Jeremy. Thank you very much.
Bucket cool, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. So deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
On my neck, my boy. That 100 bunny rabbits tryna get my boy. From the cabbage I collect, my boy. Heard you is gorillas, let me check, my boy. Say nothing silly, you regret, my boy. Cause we got banana on the my boy. And I can send it in a text, my boy. Thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free, that's direct, my boy. And if you need a couple, I'm the connect, my boy, off the top.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. So deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out of full.
Given the temporary restraining order, they had no choice but to force patients out.
There were no places to send these kids. We've been told that one of them already overdosed on fentanyl.
Smith says they're going to continue to fight DOH, but he does not see Daybreak reopening anytime soon. In a statement to Creme 2, the Department of Health said that they have worked with several other agencies and organizations to move or discharge almost all of Daybreak's patients prior to June 14th. In the studio, Nathan Han, Creme 2 News.
All right, Nathan, thank you very much. And coming up next on Creme 2 News at 5 tonight, the Moscow murder suspect making a request, asking the court to stop or suspend the trial temporarily or even indefinitely.
Why?
So it's much broader than just a place to lay their head or to eat or to get food.
And Spokane Valley is investing in new homeless solutions. Coming up around 5:15, we are breaking down where the funding will be used to help end a statewide crisis.
Cholula Casino is now Mystiquoi Casino Hotel.
Mystiquoi. Our motto here at Holiday Heating is fixed right or it's free. That means that we'll get the job done right the first time, and if we don't, we will own up to that and we will take care of it for you for free.
Fixed right or it's free means that we are accountable for the 100% satisfaction of our customers.
We'll come back and get the job done and with no additional charge to the customer.
We are humans and we do make mistakes, but we are here to make it right and make sure our customers know that.
What is a jewelry design center? Locally owned and the largest jewelry store in the region, offering you more choices, more options. A showroom filled with world-famous brands and designers. A center who also creates exclusive designs and one-of-a-kind pieces. Whose specialized selection process ensures the brightest diamonds and most vivid gems. We are not your average jewelry store. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
So much of life happens at home, which is why your home should be a place of inspiration, designed around great floors you love. Spending time at home on great floors is something to celebrate. Great Floors is offering discounts on select top-quality Mohawk products. Save 10% on Revwood flooring. Revwood Flooring by Mohawk offers stress-free style so you can live life on floors you love. Plus, ask about your 12-month 0% in-house financing. Visit a Great Floors showroom for details and live life on Great Floors.
Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Backfitter can do it all. We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom-crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call Call your locally owned bath fitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
It's all right, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. So I'm gone. When the members on and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take it home. I hop up in a car whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm
Take a look at more of our top stories tonight. Right now, the rape survivor, a former Idaho lawmaker, Erin Von Ellinger, is dropping her lawsuit against him.
The victim accused him and another former lawmaker, Priscilla Giddings, of violating her rights. She told our sister station in Boise that she is dismissing the lawsuit because the legal process, she says, would only drive more harassment from Von Ellinger's supporters. He's now serving a 20-year prison sentence for that assault.
Brian Koberger, the man suspected of killing 4 University of Idaho students, is requesting a stay of proceedings and the release of grand jury materials. This means he is asking the court to stop proceedings temporarily, and he argues he needs to review the grand jury material to try to contest the indictment.
Just a few hours ago, Lori Vallow was denied a new trial. She's, of course, convicted of killing her own 2 children, as well as conspiring to kill her current husband's late wife. Vallow's attorney had argued the court used confusing language and that a juror knew about evidence beyond the scope of the trial. The judge said he found no sufficient evidence, though, for a new trial. Vallow is set to be sentenced July 31st in Fremont County.
Coming up after the break, we're going to take you back outside, talk a changing weather pattern, and, well, cooler temperatures, warmer temperatures, and everything in between. Believe it or not, today, about as average as it gets, our high of 72, puts us right about at the norm for this time of year.
If you need a new mattress, what you don't know could end up costing you. Come to Twilight Bedding Mattress Factory and talk to the experts. We make your mattress right here in our factory, so we can tell you exactly.
I kill a clone, coming in strong like tear down, tear down.
The only place in the area where you can still buy a double-sided mattress.
Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama.
Sleep right,
They're different directions to go.
There is a place not far from here where the air is fresh, the water clear, and the Milky Way is just out of arm's reach. Where time moves more slowly, close to the land. Good times, shared with friends and family. Around a campfire that burns more brightly. Times you'll carry and treasure for a lifetime. Your doorway to the outdoors is Sportsman and Ski House, where you'll find everything for the best times of your life. Sportsman Ski House, Coeur d'Alene, Kalispell, and Whitefish.
Bill's Heating and Air, your locally owned factory direct and voted #1 HVAC contract, wants to become your go-to heating and air conditioning company. We offer free estimates.
Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to town. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king like
Any other written estimate. Oh, and did I mention we have a 10-year parts and labor guarantee? Call now for your free estimate.
Michelle, what are we seeing you for today?
Oh, my health plan said I need to refer.
they shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other side.
No, you don't.
Yes.
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
To feel the sun on your face and to feel alive again, it's time to dust off the gloves, to treat yourself and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain burst most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring.
For all the times we've been inspired to be just like Dad. on the FSA 57 trimmer. Real steel. Find yours.
Now to a story that we first told you about earlier this week. The city of Spokane Valley is figuring out how to use $4 million in federal COVID relief funds to jumpstart new programs to address homelessness.
And in an effort to bring you more to every story, Creme 2's Shannon Mowdy spoke with some Spokane nonprofits getting new life in Spokane Valley thanks to the funding.
That's the thing. How many people have got a second chance here in this room?
Thursday mornings at Reclaim Project Recovery are for sharing before the work stacks up, and the work's just beginning.
Yes.
As they prepare to move.
We're pretty big here in Spokane right now. We do a lot.
Spokane Valley City Council awarded $4 million in American Rescue Plan funds to 5 nonprofits to launch or expand programs that address homelessness. Reclaim will get $1.4 million.
With the city awarding us that money, we're able to bring a seed or a piece of all of our program that we're already operating here in Spokane to the valley.
The group guides men out of addiction, incarceration, and homelessness into housing and jobs.
And just blocks from Spokane Valley's border along East Mission, another nonprofit's expansion will serve a different population facing homelessness.
When we first started looking at moving Crosswalk to a different location, we made sure to talk to the youth in our program, and they really expressed the want to be out of downtown and to be embedded in a neighborhood.
Spokane's Volunteers of America will break ground this fall on a new, larger crosswalk shelter. $500,000 from Spokane Valley closed the final funding gap on the $16 million project.
We'll keep the bed capacity the same in the shelter at 18 beds, and then we're going to add dorm-style apartments above for 16 to 20-year-olds.
About 19% of VOA's youngest clients are in the valley. The 45,000 square foot facility will house 13 to 17-year-olds at all hours. Teens up to 21 will use the center during the day. For Reclaim, a second facility in the valley will offer more space than they're building on Broadway. It'll serve as an operations hub and house their construction company and a thrift store.
We'll be employing people that are pretty hard to employ. We'll also bring like a recovery support out there.
The group's still looking for a site and some nuisance houses to renovate for use as transitional sober living.
Not only help men reclaim their lives, but we reclaim neighborhoods. When we come in and we clean up these places and clean up these houses, we become like a lighthouse in those areas.
We're just going to take a practical approach of getting people housed, getting people employed.
Shannon Mowdy.
Giving some pride back to people.
Creme 2 News.
That sounds like a decent program.
Well, tonight we are tracking wildfires burning in southeast Washington along the Oregon border.
The largest of those fires is the Hat Rock Fire. This afternoon, residents of Walla Walla County that are impacted by that fire will be able to
EA Sports, it's in the game.
and considering a plan on getting ready to evacuate if needed. Now tonight, it is still
I can't believe it. They pulled it out. What a call. What a play. What a game.
I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still like, whoa, yeah.
Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricated streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo, take off the Sandro Pay, 5-day stay, take a $250,000 hella fire. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad, take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I had, take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care, take off the gossip, take off the new logic, they the Fum Ret'd, I'm real, take off the shit nail, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag, take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket.
Who you think they carry up us? The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and clericals. I know the feelings that came with burial's cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about us? You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us?
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. It's the NFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Detroit Lions. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerves showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Lions will take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them. Now in his 8th year in the NFL.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
To throw on 2nd down, Collins will swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. Looking to throw, Collins. And this is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Counter play with Jacobs. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw. Collins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on third down.
Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Off play action. Collins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll set up to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Drake Jackson. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Collins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Collins now. Throwing again. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his 1st punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And out come the Eagles. Not only are they in search of their 1st score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing it for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Just a gain of a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Copeland, he'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the 1st quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a first down. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be first down Detroit.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Collins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
54 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Collins on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Ferguson.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Collins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Off the play fake. Collins. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 7-yard 30-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Tucker now to add the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Up the middle they go.
Copeland. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. And that will be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain well behind.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
It may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, A lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now Collins on first down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps them move the sticks. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Collins. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Running is Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Collins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Alec Pierce. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown catch from Alec Pierce.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing is Collins. Throwing to start the drive.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Here's Collins to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Romeo Doubs.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive, 4 plays.
And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. They'll throw now on the final play.
That's to Waddle on the quick slant.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where you see the final score there. The Seahawks knew a victory was necessary to have any shot, and they got it, as they'll finish the regular season at 10-7. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football.
He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll decide to keep this once more. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Copeland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Back to throw. Collins. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Collins now. Throwing on first down.
On the out route, Dobbs brings it in.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. Stiff-armed him. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. Oh, a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Counter play with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Off play action. Collins. Forced out to his left.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st.
Collins on 3rd down.
That's complete to Pierce.
And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the 1st half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the 1st half.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
So we pause for an injured player, and now what you want to see, Juju Smith-Schuster. He's in some pain out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. They'll go option on second down, right side.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. But I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On first down, Copeland. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On second down, Copeland. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Here we go. Six the Eagle.
Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage.
York able to send this one through.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Collins looking to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, Collins. He's going to try and go deep again. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say, nice catch?
Well, you're supposed to, but a true competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't make the play. If it's a 50-50 ball or a moment of truth, he's got to win more than his fair share of them as well.
Probably especially angry because if it was incomplete, would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jacobs is going backwards here. Well, they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Off play action. Collins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Romeo Doubs,
his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Second down and inches. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Sliding out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Drake Jackson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. He'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
Man, it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Nwangu to about the 35, 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And this will wind up a Lions first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu.
Oh, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit.
Kene Nwangu.
47 yards.
And the Lions continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Bryant has it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Lions Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I know this game's winding down and people are getting tired, and that's when you really want a big body guy running the football. But I have to tell you, watching him run it, I wonder why they don't use him more earlier in the game.
Yeah, those bigger guys here late in the game, you're trying to protect the lead, usually not as fumble prone either.
No, that is so true because they are taught, take care of the ball as you surge forward, and you often see them with both hands wrapped around it when they go through the line.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On the run is Nwangu. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Nwangu, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he is going to have a Lions first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
They'll run with Nwangu. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.
it's only right, that's how we eat it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it here, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones headed down to the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them their time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones headed down to the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it, but it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. But when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this, it's the whole team. Share with the whole team.
Me too. Like, why do you hate her so much? You've never given me a reason. I'm starting to just think that you like her.
All right, let's stop this madness. Let's go get some dessert.
No, I can't. I gotta go meet my counselor. I'm picking up my classes for next year.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I for some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the dallas, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory, back up on time, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. R&B all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the side. No way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. Success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it so she was sure it was, so we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I've got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana.
Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more.
She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares.
I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, I'm the best, as you know. And I got it, and I got it on my own. Get my way up, get my go, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's spouting. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I